Tervetuloa Vilpas Bisons ottelun lehdistötilaisuuteen. Paikalla pelaajista Roope Ahonen, Sami Ikävalko ja valmentajat Greg Gibson ja Mikko Tupamäki. Otetaan Roopesta ensiksi. Paluu vanhaan kotihalliin lähes 3 vuoteen. Minkälaiset oli tunnelmat ennen peliä?
No ihan hyvät. Vähän pikkuinen jännitys oli, mutta se oli ihan hyvästi. Oltiin hyvin valmistauduttu peliin, mutta
Millä ajalla?
niin, no siinä päivässä lähti ihan hyvin käymään asioita läpi. Mutta hyvin mieli takaisin tänne, että oli odottanut aika kauan tätä päivää, että pääsee taas pelaamaan tänne kotiseudulle ja tämän yleisön eteen oli hieno tunne.
No, minkälainen peli tänään nähtiin Roope Ahosen kannalta? Pitkä oli tasasta, mutta sitten jossakin vaiheessa napsahti.
Joo, että tosi tasainen peli mun mielestä. Varsinkin se alku ja toiseen puoleen mun mielestä nostettiin vähän intensiteettiä puolustuksessa ja saatiin pari menetystä Vilppaalle ja päästiin niistä juoksemaan ja saatiin sinne flow päälle muutamaksi minuutiksi ja saatiin vähän niinku eroa lisää ja saatiin pidettyä sit loppuun asti. Pienestä asioista kiinni.
Roopelta tässä vaiheessa kysymyksiä. Odotan hetki vielä tätä Samia. Yritän Samin puolelle, eli Vilppaalle tuli melkoinen menetyssuma toisella jaksolla ja ilmeisesti siihen peli tänään kaatui.
No joo. Peli aina voi kaatua moniin asioihin, mutta se kolmannen erän loppu meni varmaan jotain. No tossa se lukeekin 15-0. Että se oli varmaan aika pitkälti saavuttava ratkaisu.
Mikäs Bisonissa oli tänään semmoista, mihin ei pystytty oikein vastaamaan?
No ei mun mielestä ollut mitään, mihin ei olisi pystytty vastaamaan. Että ihan hyvin pelattiin siihen asti, kun kolmannen erän loppuun otettiin 15-0 turpaa ja sen jälkeen ei pystytty vastaamaan oikeastaan enää mihinkään.
Pelaajilta voitte ihan osoittaa kummalle vaan kysymykset. Juha, joku napakkasi. Joku napakka kysymys.
Mennään eteenpäin.
Mennään eteenpäin. Selvä. Lyhyesti Riisi Kaunis.
Kiitos.
Coach, ilmeisesti in English. How is your Finnish now?
Ihan sama.
Ihan sama.
Ei, kiitos. Ei.
Okay. Englanniksi.
Next.
Yeah. You forced Vilpas today 24 turnovers. I think coach can be quite happy with your defense today.
Yeah, it bailed us out today because I thought Vilpas, especially the first half, did some things defensively. They were very aggressive. We were not in that flow mode, like Robert said. They did a lot of good things, and thought the middle of that third quarter was just something that we needed at that moment, just that aggressiveness.
Did you change anything?
No, it just kind of starts with Tuukka, to be honest, and then he's the anchor of our defense, and we just got aggressive. We got aggressive. We pushed the offense out, and anytime you do that and you're on your toes and active, good things can happen. And I thought that was the difference in the game. Just that aggressiveness in that 6-7 minute stretch there was very good. It started actually too with Mäkeläinen, Ville, and Ilp Pekkonen, coming off the bench and giving us some good minutes. So. It was a great win for us. Vilpas short-handed today. Hats off to them. They never go away. Like seems to be the normal situation when we come over here. It's always just a tough battle for 40 minutes. And that stretch, I really think, was the difference.
Rebounds today only 33-34.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 13 offensive rebounds, 2 for us. That's not normal for us. We're not a good offensive rebounding team based on a lot of things that we do offensively, but 13 tonight, that's a good sign. and also, keeping Vilpas' 2-point percentage down, even though, they shot the ball well from the perimeter. That's going to happen sometimes. And again, they've got some good shooters, and Walker's very capable, Ikabako's very capable, Liney's very capable, and they hit some from the perimeter. But overall, again, pretty pleased with the effort.
Gregiltä tässä vaiheessa. Okay, Mikko, tied game, then 0-15. What happened in Vilpas team?
Well, first of all, obviously congratulations to the winning team. I think it was a combination of things. It's a combination of, like Greg said, them picking up the aggressiveness defensively. I think at that point we probably had a short stretch that we had a lineup on the floor that some of the guys were a little bit fatigued, and I take the blame for that. Then partly because against a great defensive team that plays aggressive defense, we haven't had the luxury of going through some things that we need to know how to counter that aggressiveness on our offensive end with this lineup that we're with now. So I think that's also part of it, because Bisons give you a different look than most of the teams in this league as far as how they play defense, and you need to go through certain things offensively to counter that, and we're not there yet, and also we're probably don't have like half the stuff on our offensive end that we have been working this year with Killian, so it kind of limits our tools in certain situations. But I think still the most part is you got to tip your hat to the Bisons team. They really played well in that stretch, and they made us pay for our turnovers.
Kysymyksiä?
Mikolta on kysyä Suomesta. Se, että olette saaneet valmistautua kuitenkin riittävän kauan tämmöiseen otteluun, Bisons tulee tänne vaikea vastustaja. Sitten te olette pelaa 7 miehellä, Ilmari joutuu pelaa 27, vaikka puolustaja näyttää todella hyvin. Vesku 28 yli, mikä normaalisti on se 12-10 minuuttia. Sitten kun katsotaan se, että nämä nopeat hyökkäykset ja helpot kodit, mitä Bisons tuli, ne tuli pääasiassa hiljaisuudelta. Sitten ajatellaan, ketä teet olisi pois, niin toiko sulla yhtä sellaista jossittelua, että joku Jukka Katajankin olisi puolustuksessa, mitä se olisi pystynyt tekemään Hiljarin kanssa?
Well, mä englanniksi vai suomeksi?
Ihan
I don't really want to say. I don't really want to go into the what ifs, because this is the lineup that we had, and this is the lineup that we got to play with. And when you said about having the time to prepare for this, we had one practice where we had 10 guys before this, so it's not a great preparation. And I have to thank Paul Harrison for practicing with us, and also some of the youngsters that we can have 10 guys in this situation. Having said that, I think the guys that played today, they fought hard and they gave their best effort, and I can't blame any of them for anything. And I can't think, you can always go back and say, this guy and that guy might have made a difference, but it doesn't help anything. It doesn't change the result, and I don't really even think about that. It's what we have to go through at this point, and that's it. It's only going to make us stronger. Sano vaan, jos sulla oli jotain siihen.
Niin just se, että te olette viimeksi pelannut täydellä sillä 10 pelaa runkolla, mikä teillä on. Te olette pelannut täydellä 10 terveellä miehellä, niin 9. päivä tammikuuta Honkan vastaan vieressä. Tässä on nyt yli 5 viikkoa, että aina on ollut jotain. Ja nyt on 3 jätkää pois sitä normaalista rotaatiosta. Rupeeko sitä pikkuhiljaa turhautumaan?
Ei. what can't go in English. I can't say, you know, because if you start spending energy focusing on the things that you can't control, obviously, you know, you're wasting that energy because you can't help it, and it's nothing really you can do about it, and the less you think about it, the less you have to be frustrated. You know, I try to be happy regardless, and I hope my players are happy to be able to do what they like every day, regardless what the situation is. And that's what you got to remind yourself every day going in, doing your best effort, and trying to help the people that you have there with you. And that's what I try to say to my players. You know, we go through times like this, it's going to make us stronger. Everybody, us as a unit and a team, and also I think every individual on the road in their careers, wherever they go, whatever happens. So it is what it is.
Mun on kanssa pakko tarttua tuohon samaiseen aiheeseen. Niin siinä, kun Bisons pääsi juoksemaan, niin miten sä saat sen loppumaan?
That's a good question. Of course, it's like I say, many things are a factor. Us turning the ball over, and of course you could. I think in the first half, and then at some point of the second half, we didn't do a good job of stopping the fast break by fouling. We missed a couple of situations where we should have done that, and I think we did a fairly decent job with that for the most part of the first half. So that's obviously one thing. I mean, it's basically that situation that went like 4-0 or 6-0 was just like so quick turnovers that you can't really do anything. You know, of course you can take your timeouts and this and that, but you know, it's the third quarter. If you use 3 timeouts in the third quarter, you're going to be. I mean, you got only the situation to have at least 1 or 2 in the fourth quarter to be able to get a breather, because our guys were pretty tired at some point.
Sitten niin tämä loukkaantumistilanne on ollut tiedossa, niin sanoit, että me ei osata vielä pelata tiettyjä asioita tällä joukkueella, niin mistä se johtuu?
What I meant that we're not there yet is that when you get a new player in, and we've had probably four practices with 10 guys, being able to, of course you can work things with less people, but as far as like really practicing some things, and we've had that amount of practice, it means that we've probably been able to cover like a bit over half of what we've been working on offense. Plus a lot of the little details that you have to know against aggressive team like this, because it's different. They give you a different. You have to know, create different passing angles. You have to create, and we're not there yet. And it's a combination of things. Always when you get a player, it takes time, and it's not easy.
Sitten pakko kysyä vielä tuosta. Nyt kun Kiliani on tullut, niin ainakin tässä pelissä kolmosten heittoprosentti on kasvanut. Heittoja tuli vähemmän, mutta ne on niin kuin mennyt paremmin sisään. Kuinka suuri vaikutus Kilianilla on siinä?
Difficult to say how big of a difference, but of course, you know, he's a guy who goes towards the basket and eats up space, and probably that creates a little bit more space for the guys outside. And probably would have scored a little bit more today if we would have found him. We had a couple of situations where he was wide open underneath the basket, and we passed the ball out of bounds. So he's picking up things bit by bit, and it's a long process for him. But hopefully he'll help us in many ways towards the end of the year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kiitos.
Thank you very much.
That's it.
Good luck. Okay.